Hey there, we are going to be talking about the buying process. Your first steps in buying a house. You may meet me at an open house. You may have looked on our website. You may have gone just on Zillow or whatever, and you are now like interested and thinking, hey, I really want to buy a house. Well, first thing we've got to do is we got to sit down and get to know each other. And so we're going to do that right here, right now. So this video is designed to help the buying process kind of get started. So one of the things any good agent will do is they are going to start to ask you questions. They're going to ask you questions like, hey, how many bedrooms do you want? How many bathrooms do you want? They're going to take an intake form, or they should be taking an intake form. We utilize an intake form for our team. And that will be, what cities do you want to be in? Where do you work? Where do your kids go to school? And what we're going to do is we're going to try and build a box of what you really want. And then we're going to ask questions like, hey, we can get you 80% of what's in this box. Is that enough? And some people are super picky and they're going to be like, no, I want 100% of what's in the box. Other people are going to be like, yeah, 80% is pretty close. And I'll be honest with you, 80% is usually what people get. You usually don't get everything you're looking for unless you're willing to spend absolute top dollar. And in today's market, there's not a lot of inventory for sale. So you could either wait forever, or you can take advantage of the market and you can jump into something that's got 80% of what you want. And then you can tweak the other proper stuff in the property, landscaping, whatever, to try and make it that final 100% of everything my family could possibly want and desire. So we're going to ask questions like, how many bedrooms? How many bathrooms? What's the square footage you think you're looking at? Most people are going to ask you, or most agents are going to ask you, well, what's the price point? Well, you know what? I want a $500,000 house. But do you even know what a $500,000 house is? We're going to ask a little bit different question. And that question is, what is a comfortable mortgage payment for you? And you might say, well, $3,500 is a good price point for us. We can afford $3,500. Well, I'm going to run some calculations. I'm going to talk to our mortgage professional, and you're also going to talk to or see a video from one of our local guys or gals. And that video is going to talk about mortgage, and they're going to get into depth about it. But at least I know enough to ask the right questions and say, hey, listen, if I could get you a $500,000 house and the payment was $3,500, that fits your bill, right? Well, not every agent knows that with today's interest rates, and today we're in March of 23, they're in the sixes. Well, a 6% interest rate on a $500,000 house on an FHA loan with mortgage insurance and taxes insurance and everything all bundled up, it's probably going to run you $3,800. But like I said, that's a 6.25-ish rate. And like I said, rates are always fluctuating, always changing. And I don't have a crystal ball, and I'm not a lender, so I don't quote specifically, this is what you're going to get. But I ask different questions like, hey, listen, if I could get you a $500,000 house and I could get the seller to buy your rate down a percent or 2%, and I can get your payment to $3,300, does that make sense? You're still getting the $500,000 house. You're actually getting a payment for less than what we talked about. I'm going to ask questions like, hey, do you have to have a 30-year mortgage? What if you could get a 5-year ARM? What if you could do an interest only? What if we could do some things to change or adjust your rate? What if I could get you a $2,700 payment for your first year, $3,000 payment for your second year, and a $3,300 payment for your third year? And from there, $3,300 from there on out. Well, did another agent even ask you if that was important? What if I could say, listen, well, what if I could get you a $550,000 house for a $3,500 mortgage? Would that be of interest to you? What if I could find somebody that already has the mortgage and a house that you like, and they had an interest rate in the 3% range, and I could get you to assume that loan? What about that? So these are all questions that as a seasoned agent, I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to really get my wheels turning. And so that's why it's important that you choose the best agent for you. Of course, we want to make sure our styles work together and, we have, similar likes and we're easygoing. And, some people are just going to be, hard asses and, wear a suit and tie. And that may not be you. If you're wearing jeans and I'm wearing a suit and tie, kind of doesn't really fit, right? So I might wear jeans just so I can kind of be at your level, right? So Those are things that you're going to look for, you're going to look at, but you really got to find the agent that understands the market really well too. And there are houses on the market that are $550,000 to $600,000 that honestly aren't worth that. So what if I could call that agent and say, listen, I know you guys are at 550, but man, my client's going to come in at 500 or 525 and ask for $20,000 credit to buy their rate down. So I'm getting you guys a 525 house and a $20,000 credit, which is pretty close to a $500,000 house, and get you the payment you want of $3,500. So like I said, today I am not quoting rates. I am not quoting buy downs or mortgage information specifically. I'm giving you guys generalized information, giving you guys some ideas. And that intake form, that series of questions, that getting to know you period as a good agent is someone that's going to say, hey, man, this guy's asking the right questions. This guy's giving me information I never thought of. What if we go in and I say, listen, what if I could get you a $400,000 house in the best neighborhood that's a total dump? You would say, well, you're crazy, Gary. That's not what we want. We want a rehabbed house. We want a beautiful brand new house. And I said, okay, what if I could get you that $400,000 house and get you $100,000 to remodel it, all in the same loan? I could get you the contractor to do the work and build that house out exactly like you want it, the right color scheme, the exact granite you want, the exact soft close white shaker cabinets, the one that has a pool in the backyard, that's got, maybe it needs a brand new roof. Maybe you want to blow out a wall. What if I can help you with all those things? Did the other agent you've talked to or any other agents you've talked to in the past, did they tell you about that? Did they talk to you about that strategy? Did they give you that as a possibility? That's why an intake form, a good conversation, it doesn't have to be in the office. We could be at an open house. We could be on Zoom like we are right now. You could be watching a video. We could be just chit-chatting back and forth. We could be on a phone call. But you've got to make sure that you're getting the right agent that's asking the right questions that's going to put you through the process. Hey, is there any other agent that's doing videos like this? And like I said, you're about to take part in a series of, I don't know yet, we're probably at about 15 videos. And that process is going to take you through step by step the entire buying process before you even get in someone's car and go look at properties, so that you understand the process. So you ask the questions ahead of time. For people that are super analytical, this is going to be perfect for you. For someone that's a high I, we call it, disc profile, and that wants to go out looking for the houses, it might not be your favorite thing. So hopefully I'm going to be entertaining enough to get you guys information, and hopefully there's enough information in here that you realize, hey, this guy's doing a little something different. This team does something a little different than the other agents we've talked to, and we want to work with this group and this team. So hope that you guys like this video. Look forward for the other videos. We are going to be sending them out to you. You can check out the rest on our YouTube channel, livinginsacramento.life. And of course, our name and information is below in the comments on the YouTube channel. And we're looking forward to talking to you soon and hopefully working with you soon as well. So have yourself a great day. Take care.